Alrighty, guys. I'm back. One last attempt here. I am only streaming now to YouTube. Seems as though when I try to go live on Facebook, the internet just crashes right down. So for now, I'm going to stay on just YouTube. I will try Facebook one more time tomorrow. I might go live tonight with a few test streams, trying to figure out what the issue is. But I'll see if I can get it figured out. Give me 1 sec here, guys. Alrighty, guys. I am back. I apologize one last time. This should have it solved. I am going to just stay on YouTube for the interim, and we'll try to get it figured out as to what's going on with my internet connection. So with that being said, hopefully those that are on YouTube, if you can just leave a comment, let me know if you can hear my volume, whether my volume is good, up too high, up too low. Let me know and I can make the adjustments as needed. For the meantime and in between time, we will do some commentating on Adrienne versus Laura. Laura with a 2-0 lead. Adrienne at the table right now. So as soon as I delete, excuse me, as soon as I delete YouTube, or sorry, Facebook off of the stream, it seems to be able to handle it with no real issues. But the second I add YouTube or Facebook on there, things go wonky. So for right here, right now, we're just going to stay on YouTube. So if you can, guys, help me out. Share the link to the YouTube stream. I would greatly appreciate it. Great shot from Adrienne. Sits herself good on the 6 ball. From here, she can just float forward again. Same type of shot. Just pocket weight with the 6 down to the bottom left-hand corner. Float forward for the 8 to the right-hand side pocket. Awesome. Thank you, Renee. And come up a little bit short there. So I think if I was Adrienne, I'm going to try to bank this back down to the bottom right-hand bank, and send the cue ball up table. She just hits it straight. So now I guess if I'm Laura, I'm going to try exactly what I was talking about earlier. Bank this 8-ball back down to the bottom left. So send the cue ball up table. So that gives her position on the 9-ball. And if you miss that 8-ball on the pro side, you'll leave safe at the same time. Just like that. But instead of, she created a lot of distance, which is always good on a 9-foot table. And tables are playing just a little bit slow here. I would expect that throughout the rest of the weekend they'll start to tighten up, maybe speed up a touch. Laura just calls safe. See if I can get you a better angle on that shot. So she does leave it on for Adrienne. Natural shape, 2 rails around. Look outside pocket. It got hungry. Cue ball down the pocket through the ball return. That'll give Laura ball in hand, golden opportunity to take a 3-0 lead. So a little bit of angle, touch a draw, and she should be fairly home free. Touch of forward works as well. 10-ball down to the bottom right. Very well done. Yeah, we'll give a shout out to one of our sponsors here. It is Jam Up Apparel. You'll recognize that guy on the left, Mr. Mora, a representative of Jam Up Apparel. And if you haven't been there, guys, jamupapparel.com. Some new styles to choose from that is just recently released. You might have caught a glimpse of the new style and new shirt designs in the last event, which was the Q Sports Live Invitational. And Adrienne now at the table, ready to break. And these tables are not giving up very much on the break. Kind of looked around the room, and they're not being giving at all. Not with anybody. And on the other table, we have Emmeline Collado and Vero Menard playing each other. And at the start of the event, Q Sports Live put 2 bounties on 2 players. We added a $50 bounty to 2 different players, and it happens to be that those 2 players are now playing each other. So one of them that goes to the B side will get that $50 bounty. And Ben and I were saying when we got here that if Vero did come to this event, she is due for a W. You might have caught a glimpse of her at the last NAPT event. And I believe that was in Sacramento at Hard Times Billiards. And Vero taking second place there. And that one ball was deep inside that pocket. I don't know how it didn't go, but Adrian tried to go rail first. So Laura puts it almost in the same spot that Adrienne had it. So everything's sitting fairly wide open here. And 3-ball next down to the bottom left-hand corner. You can just follow that cue ball off the end rail. Look out. Gotta make the first shot first. Oh, congratulations, Eddie. That's awesome to hear. Two weeks early, same as my son. My firstborn, Brandon, was a couple of weeks early as well. And we were not prepared at all. It's kind of a long story, but a funny one. But it's too long for me to talk about right at this second. But we know the feeling of a 2-week early baby. Not really prepared for that, but congratulations nonetheless. Oh, absolutely, Eddie. Especially young ones like that, newborns. Love it. So a little bit of a challenge here. I think she's got to hit this with some bottom left hand and come off that bottom rail, shoot the gap between the 8 and 9. Oh, gets the double jelly roll. That will be also effective. That should still work out. She can put the 5-ball into that top right-hand corner. Nice little draw shot, maybe a touch of left hand. Could also go forward, but you got to avoid that scratch into that top left-hand corner here. Share to Facebook. Indeed, everybody. Help me out. Hit that share button. Or share the link, I should say. Facebook is, for whatever reason, when I add Facebook Live onto the stream, as you may have tuned in for already, it just bogs everything down. So I'm not sure if it's a Facebook issue or it's the internet connection here, but it was not working out in my favor, so I cut it right out of the equation. So a nice little containing safety there. And I think if Adrienne takes this 5 ball and takes the cue ball into the 5 with a stun shot and send the 5 ball 2 rails and use the 6 as a blocker. So take the 5 ball almost like a Z-bank. That will also work. Take it off the 9 ball. Nicely done. And she is full hooked. She's going to have to go rail first. And of course, Laura is a regular player at the NAPT. You've seen her a few different times, seen her in Vegas. I believe we've seen her every time we've come to Chicago. So really, really great supporter of the NAPT, as we are attempting to be. We're really in line with what Adrienne and I had as far as our first conversation and what their attempts and what their goals are with the NAPT, adding structure to the game, which I think is just desperately needed. I think it's one of the fundamental flaws within our sport is there's no structure. So I know that that's their goal. They're looking at adding that structure right from a sub-junior through to the junior into the amateur ranks and right up through to the pro status. So definitely something that that we wanted to align ourselves with. And if you ever do get a chance and you want to play in the NAPT events, you can visit their website, playnapt.com. The next event for them will be in Las Vegas. It will be at Griff's, September 25th to 27th, I believe, is the dates. And then again in October 27th to 29th, if my memory is correct. That will be at Dooley's in St. John's, Quebec. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly, because my French is no good whatsoever. So if Adrienne can avoid that 9-ball, pocket the 6 top left, 2 rails, back down for the 7-ball. Tried to put some inside on that, which is why it checked up. However, nothing easy about this for Laura. May have to 1-bank this 6-ball into that top left-hand corner. Elects to play safe. And I would assume Adrienne's going to do the same thing. 1-bank the 6 back down table or up table, either which. And I don't know if you guys can hear the thumping that's coming from behind me. They have a cornhole pit that is right behind where I'm sitting. which in Canadian terms is actually beanbag toss. Just give me 1 sec here, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Just had a quick question to answer there. But I believe tomorrow evening at around 7:30, they are going to have a beanbag toss tournament at Shooters. So if you're around the Grayslake area, you can come on down, check out the pool during the day, and a different type of tournament tomorrow night. Beanbag toss. Nice shot from Laura there. Leaves herself really good on this 8-ball. Go around, have to maybe go around 3 rails here. Unless you can go, you can go 3 rail short side. But I might hit this with a little bit more pace with some right hand spin and maybe go around 4. And as true in 10-ball, it is a call pocket game. So even though she potted that ball, unlike 9-ball, you must call the pocket that you intend to put the ball in. So that will bring Adrienne to the table with a chance to get on the board. Look out. Came live off that top rail. So either bank top left or top right, depending on what she's feeling. Goes to the back bank. And with that miss, that gives Laura the opportunity to go 4-0 over Adrienne. And indeed, she does just that. 4-0 lead. Adrienne decides she's going to take her break. So we'll throw up our viewer advantage. We do have this going on this weekend. It will be drawn end of day Sunday. Viewer advantage number 11, 20 bucks, get you in it to win it. Winner will get the choice of the Jacoby Black, the T3 jump break cue, the JB case plus cash, or you can take the money, 620 bucks in Canadian cold hard cash. If you are in Canada, qsportslive@gmail.com is how you get in. If you are outside of Canada, send a message to the Q Sports Live page, and I will get back with you on how you can get in to win. And while they're in the middle of their break, let's see if I can find a way to show you exactly what's going on behind me here with this tournament. So there's kind of the beanbag toss receptors. So you've got one on this end of the pit, and then obviously another one on that end of the pit. And there's the gentleman there practicing up his beanbag toss, I would assume for the tournament starting tomorrow night. And we'll give you maybe a tour of the rest of the room. So you see me there waving my hand, that's me. And back around this way, big screen TV. And there's the bar there. And we'll zip back around. We've got all the tables that the ladies are playing on here. And then in the back, there are the 7-foot tables in the back there. And we've got a couple of people on the rail. Live for the event. And in the bar here, they've got six dart tables, 3 cornhole pits. I think there's 15 diamond 9-foot tables. And I think 7 or 8 7-foot diamond tables. Yes, Deborah. So they would still be in Canadian dollars. No problem at all. And so one of the rules that you'll see that's perhaps a little bit different than some of the tournaments that you may have been to, during your opponent's break, you are allowed to practice during that break. Most tournaments that I've been to, you are not allowed to practice during the break. But the NAPT says, no, you can go ahead, practice up. The draw will actually be on Sunday, Deborah. So Sunday evening, I'll probably do it just before the start of the final match. Actually, I'll do it. Somebody's got to double dip. So as soon as that first match is over, which will either be the end, depending if the A side wins it, or if it does go to the second set, that's when I'll do it. Is right in between. And it looks like Adrienne is back. Laura with a 4-0 lead over Adrienne. 3 more to win. And if you are just tuning in, guys, we are live for the NAPT Summer Classic. We are live at Shooter's Bar and Billiards, Grayslake, Illinois. We're just outside of Chicago. Adrienne Beach is, of course, your NAPT president, founder. And I can't quite tell. I don't know who's winning in Emmeline's match. So Emmeline and Vero Menard. Somebody is at 4, somebody's at 1. Taylor Hansen. Her match is at 3-0. Looks like Sarah and Darlene. Somebody is at 6-0. Yeah, typically you can't go on break in the middle of a game. It would have to be once the game is finished, then you're allowed to go on break. right, so Adrienne at the table now. Open shot. 3 ball down to the bottom right-hand corner. And I will also tomorrow, before we go live, try and fix the focus on this camera, see if I can get a little bit sharper of a picture. And I'll see if I can put this one back on here. And Laura with a thin cut on this 3. I don't know if that 3 will go. She may have to bank that. Yeah. I didn't think that would go. However, she missed it good. 9 is going to sit like a beach ball. I'll give you a quick little shot of what that looks like. Just missed that 3 ball. So that will give Laura ball in hand, 3 ball into the right-hand side pocket. Fairly natural shape to get to the 4 into the left-hand side pocket. Oh, sorry, Shirley, I did not see your question there. Are these 9-foots? They indeed are 9-foots. 9-foot diamond tables, 4 1/4 inch pocket. And you may notice when they rack, they are using the Turtle rack. They are the official sponsor of the NAPT. Gonna have to put a little heat on this one. Caught a little thin, but the juice on there put the ball in, but it also changed the angle out, and she caught a little bit of that horn. Playing safe. Does she get there? She does. Score on the Sarah Rousey match, I believe, is done. It looks like a 7-0 win. I'm just not sure for who. It was Darlene Dante and Sarah Rousey, so I would have to say 7-0 Sarah Rousey. So tough hit for Adrienne here under being where that 9 ball is. She can't hit it to make it. She might have to go 2 rails in behind off that side rail and then to the bottom rail for the 6, but she's going to try. That is tight beside that 9 ball. She can go 2 rails perhaps. Yeah, 9 was definitely a factor in that shot. No problems at all, Larry. And I'll give you the updated score here. 5-1. Looks like Vero over Emmeline. And looks like 4-0 for Taylor Hansen. And of course, the Sarah Rousey match just finished. Nice shot from Laura, 1 rail up, 10 ball down to the bottom right-hand corner. Got a little too much left-hand spin on that cue ball. So golden opportunity for Adrienne here, get herself on the board, start the clawing back of games. A little bit overcut, but leaves it long. Long and on the rail. And can you guys hear that thunking behind me? I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but it's like a pounding of a drum, somebody behind my head. What's going on, James? How are you? Yeah, she is lifting her head a little bit. But Laura missed and missed good. Leaves it a little bit tough for Adrienne. I don't know if she can cross side bank that. I don't think she can. I think the angle's a little steep there. May have to corner bank that. And indeed, that is what she tried. Excellent effort. So Laura with pretty easy 10 ball here. I would expect her to make this, take a 5-0 lead. Oof. Corner pocket spits it back out and says, not today. But again, missed good from Laura. I think Adrienne's in the same spot she was on her last shot. Can't quite side bank it. May have to go corner. And I'm pretty sure at one point Allison Fisher was in the room. Look out, look out. Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this one is done. You may want to go rail first here, but it does bring in that side pocket. Instead, she just puts it in, takes a 5-0 lead. And I know that Allison Fisher was in the room here. I don't know if she'll be around tomorrow at all, but if she is, I'll see if I can get her in as a guest commentator. I'm fairly certain if she was in the room, I could probably get her to do some guest commentating. She came on with us last year. She was the winner of this event last year. Yeah, absolutely. 2 games. And they may come back to haunt Adrienne here. Without those 2, should be a 3-2 lead for Laura instead of a 5-0 lead. Um, Sorry, guys. Yeah, of course, trying to get Allison Fisher on would be amazing. I will do my best. I know I talked to her a little bit here this afternoon before we started. And I didn't, unfortunately, ask her if she was going to stay around. So hopefully we'll see her again. So Adrienne at the table, fairly open. Maybe the 3-5 might be a little bit of trouble going from the 3 to the 4, but you gotta execute first shot first. Although it does leave it a little bit long for Laura. She may have to use the rest here for this 1 ball. And getting to the 2 ball is not going to be a walk in the park either. Great shot. She hit that really, really well. She's in on that 2 ball into the right-hand side pocket. Question is, does she have enough to draw into the 6 ball? Or can she slow roll it? I think if she slow rolls it, she'll be up too far. Oh, great shot. She hit that really well. Good on the 3 ball. So 2 ways you can just roll into the 3 ball, leave the cue ball ahead of the 5 ball, or you can go underneath the 5 ball for the 4 into the bottom left-hand corner. The hit and stick, that will work. 4 ball bottom left. Draw across table, just watch out for the 6 ball. Got to get beneath that 6 ball. Or you could go 2 rails. Look out. First shot first. Seen that a few times, but she hit the weight really well. I didn't think she could hold that, but she definitely hit that really well. Held it up nice. So opportunity for Adrienne. 4 ball, 3 rails around for the 5 to the top left. Didn't execute the shot, but that is how you want to miss. If you're going to miss, that's how you do it. There is nothing easy. She's going to have to go 1 rail hit. Kick it from behind for the 4 ball into the top right-hand corner. Great hit. And gets the leave. Getting all the love from the table. Although fairly simple hit for Adrienne. Off the rail, kick the 4. Obviously calling that to the top right-hand corner. Very well done. just tried to put a little too much inside on that ball. Rattled out the 4-ball. So Adrienne now at the table. And I think if it was me at the table, I'm just going to pocket weight the 4-ball. Nice little floater shot, have the 5 into that left-hand side pocket. She goes 3 rails around and came up a little bit short, but it should still work. She's got the 5-ball down to the bottom left-hand corner. Pretty natural angle. She can either try to float for the 6-ball into the left-hand side pocket, or you put the 5 in with some authority, with some left-hand spin, come off that side rail, back out, and put the 6 in to the right-hand side pocket. And in betwixt, in between. So you're going to have to thin that. Oh, she's going to call down to the bottom right-hand corner here. Got to watch out for this side pocket here. A little bit overcut. And I kind of like Laura taking that 6-ball and following. She's got just a touch of angle on this 6-ball. See if I can give you the shot of it here. So she's got just a little bit of angle. If she puts that 6-ball to the top right, just straight tops, and comes off the side rail for the 7-ball down. Miss hit that one a little bit. Nice shot from Adrienne there. So Adrienne with the 7-ball, bottom left-hand corner. And a miss, but a good one. She's left a lot of distance. And I'll give you the quick little update here with Vero and Emmeline. Emmeline clawing one back. It is now 5-2 in favor of Vero Menard. Taylor Hansen sitting 5-0. And there's only one other match going, and I apologize to the ladies. I just can't remember their names, but they are 6-2. And those are all the matches that are going on right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice little pocket weight controlled shot. Little draw off that left side rail. Does she get there? Look out, 10. She is there. Great shot. May have to let the cue ball travel a little bit here with that back cut on the 8-ball. Look out. Whew. That was awfully close to that side pocket, but she made it work. And as you can see in the background there, Vero Menard is at the table. That is Vero Menard and Emmeline Collado. And Laura with another golden opportunity to get herself on the hill. This table's just not giving Adrienne any love. Kind of got a bad rub there. Kevin, we are starting 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, and tomorrow's going to be a longer day of pool. We go from 10 o'clock tomorrow morning until roughly 8 o'clock tomorrow evening. So hopefully by then I've got the internet figured out, and we can go live to Facebook and YouTube. That would be the hope. Laura giving one back. Is this going to be the TSN turning point, or better yet, the CSL turning point? We'll see if Adrienne can claw her way back in. Oh, great shot. Great shot, Adrienne. Very well done to put herself on the board. Really well done. Sounds great, Kevin. I will be here. Again, I am lone commentator for now, at least for Q Sports Live. We sent Ben back this morning. And my thoughts, prayers are with Benny and his son right now.
You want some company?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go get some.
Looks like we may have a guest commentator coming in. And we have, of course, the one and only Eleanor Collado joining us on the live stream. How are you?
I'm well. How are you, Grant?
I am better now.
I know. I'm so glad that worked out. I'm sure everyone was bummed they couldn't hear your.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain the only reason that it worked out was because of you. You did me a solid, big time.
You know, that's what friends do, right? And you didn't travel. You're not from here. I know you traveled to we were ready to put you to work.
I'm
right?
here. I was ready.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are at home are happy too. They get to join in and hear about what's going on, and will not only watch it, but now hear some really good commentary.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, so, I know Ben's not here with you.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Should be a good tournament. At least we didn't miss too much pool.
Yeah, I mean, you did me a real big solid and jumped in a vehicle and ran to Wisconsin, you said?
Yeah, I had a friend about 30 miles. I'm just glad there was something. I was afraid it was going to be like 60 miles, but it worked out. I made my match. It was fine.
Wow. Well, I can't say thank you enough, because without it, it would have been a weekend of no commentary.
That's all right. I'm totally like I live to serve, and it's because it comes back to you.
It does,
have to live, be selfless, and do. Who else would have done it? I was scanning the room, going, who else is going to do it? I mean, how else is it going to work?
I was sitting here with no outs at all. I had no way of doing anything. So I appreciate it big
You're
time.
so welcome. What you do is really great for the tour, for the sport. So
Well, thank you.
it's
It's our privilege to do it. Right from the first conversation I had with Adrienne about kind of what her goals were and what she wanted to do with the tour and expand and go from like sub juniors to juniors to amateur to pro and actually have a tour that has structure to it,
yeah.
which I'm a big fan of. I think it's one of the things that pool as a sport is missing, is
Yeah,
that structure.
I completely agree. Our local tour has a board of 4 members. We all get to do, a few things in an awesome way as opposed to one person doing all 30 things
Yes.
half-assed, right?
Yes.
So it's so important to do that and then come back together
Absolutely.
to produce and to make sure the whole membership's happy. So, and that's why I think for a local tour we have about 65 members now.
Oh, wow.
Which is pretty good.
That's awesome.
Well,
and
we have 7 events through the year, 65 members.
And I want to make sure, guys, can everybody hear Eleanor? I just want to make sure first before there. Hopefully that's a little bit better before I go into what I want to go into. Hopefully that's a little bit better. We'll see.
Okay.
But speaking of your tour, and I know that we had started a conversation that
Yes.
I don't know if we quite finished that conversation about perhaps you joining the Q Sports Live crew.
I would love to still,
And
if you're asking me again.
I am. I
Hi,
am.
Connie. I'm repping our tour, the West Coast Women's Tour. I'll speak up too. Maybe I'm just whispering.
I turned
but-
you up both
Oh, good.
on both the main and your
Awesome.
regular one.
No,
so
Grant, I
hopefully
would
that's a little
love
better.
to. Any representation, if I can be a part of you guys expanding
Yeah.
because of the quality of the work that you provide, the service.
Well, thank you.
If I could be a part of that, it's not only for you guys too, but then I get to be a part of that.
Yeah,
Expose myself
well,
a little bit more.
We would love to have you. So whenever we've got time and we can kind of sit down and just go through it nuts to bolts and let's get it done.
I would love to.
That'd be awesome because
Yeah.
we obviously want to
Get some
support
West
what it is
Coast
that you're doing.
Coverage.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
We'd
right.
love it.
Sounds good.
And
Hey.
now is it yourself or Emmeline that is involved with the juniors somehow?
It's Emmeline. I do support. I give instruction. I'll show up and donate some prizes to the juniors. I am in school right now, so my pool games kind of suffered a little bit, but I do graduate this December. So you talk about Q Sports getting back in the game. I knew this was going to happen.
Yeah, of course.
But I missed 4 10 balls my last match, and it hurt.
Yep.
But I see the finish line, get school done, and I'm excited to come back and play semi full time again.
And kind of dig in.
Yeah. It hurt for sure. I mean, I lost 7-5, so you imagine if I had made those 10 balls.
Yeah.
But
Well, you can't take away from your skill and your knowledge. I mean, I'm kind of toying around with the idea as well of going back and hitting some weights and doing that kind of thing.
yeah.
So obviously going to affect my pool game. But I'm okay with that right now. I think
You'll
that's kind of
adjust.
that's
You'll
kind of where I
adjust.
need to kind of get back on track a little
Exactly.
bit.
I support that because it's a lot of it that will only help the mental and your even
Yeah.
emotional parts
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah. I
and
was
the-
really big into it when I was young. I was almost addicted to it. I couldn't miss a day.
Yeah.
And then I broke my collarbone, broke it in 2 spots, and haven't been the same since. Haven't touched weights since.
Yeah, I mean that'll change anybody, especially something that's so physically demanding.
Mhm.
I'm sure we were forced to rethink even just how you felt about it. So
Yeah.
that time to reflect, maybe get into other things.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I
now,
think that's
missing
I'm
it a
ready
little
for
bit,
that
right?
now,
Yeah.
right? On my pool game.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as I'm all for pool, I love the sport. Obviously, everybody knows that, but I'm kind of at a point in my life that I want to maybe do a little more exercising and a little more cardio and get back on the weights and get your mind right.
The physical is a foundation, impacts so many parts of your
Yeah.
life. So I'm happy for you
Thank
to
you.
doing that, even just verbally saying that you're committed and you're going to do it. So the next steps are actually doing it, and then it
That's the
right.
hardest one.
But saying it though makes it real, right?
Yes.
You're saying it not
Yeah.
just to me, but everybody
Well,
on
and
the
now I'm live
stream.
with I don't know how many on,
right.
but
I'm not sure
now
what's so
everybody
funny.
knows. Yeah, I know, right?
Look at all those LOLs. In any case, hi Con. Thanks for joining. Don't worry, Con. I'll practice my commentating. She's a local player in California.
Oh, I think we got one of these guys in
Yeah.
the chat room that just likes to be that guy.
Yeah. In any case, I support you. You know, it's so important, and it's hard. It's going to be hard at first, but
It will
just
be. It'll
taking
be
those
really,
first steps,
really tough.
and then making it a habit, make it a part of your life, right?
Indeed.
The commitment to yourself. So really, really good of you to do.
Yeah. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to block whoever that guy is or girl. Don't know. But I don't really need to see LOL 12 times.
I'm not trying to be funny, so
Yeah,
just
right?
kidding. Not all the time anyway, so. All right. Well, no, it's just a pleasure to be here. I'm glad you're here.
Well, thank you.
Our thoughts are with Ben.
Of
we
course.
miss him here.
Yeah.
But he's
And it's-
got some stuff to take care of.
Yeah,
So
he got some
know.
things to worry about for
Yeah.
sure. So obviously hearts and thoughts and prayers go out to him and his
Family.
young one
yeah.
as they kind of go through what's required
Yes.
to get him healthy. So
But I'm not Ben, but I will do my
oh
best
heavens, I'll take you.
to All right. Well, no, so I was watching a little bit. A fickle shot on the 10 for Laura.
Mm-hmm.
Then Adrian found a way in.
Yep.
Sliced it like a surgeon
Like
down the rail.
amazing, right?
I was like,
What a
nice
great
and
shot.
clean.
Yeah.
But and when you're down 5-0, I don't blame her for going for it.
Yeah.
But then she fully committed, and she got her reward of just owning the shot and giving it everything. So
Absolutely. Well, and I kind of, somebody on here, like, we really haven't been paying attention, but somebody mentioned on here Laura's missed 9 of her last 10 shots.
yeah,
And I'm wondering if that little,
got to her.
yeah, and I think I said on the stream, this could be the start of the TSN or CSL turning point in the
Yeah.
match, right?
Yeah. It's definitely not over till it's over, right? And I know she was playing beside me during my last match, and I think there was a shot that kind of upset her. And I'm a friend of Laura's, so
Yeah. Well, she's a regular at
Yeah.
all the NAPT events.
yes, yeah, really good member of the tour. But she was so frustrated, and you're allowed to be frustrated a little bit. But then at some point you just got to let it go, because then
absolutely.
you're taking away what's in front of you. You're not being present.
Yeah,
You're
you got to
focused on
take
the
advantage. I
past.
mean, the chances, it's the ebb and flow of the game, right? They're going to come, they're going to go. And you don't want to be stuck
No.
on something that's already happened. Let it
That's
go,
right.
be done with it, so you can be ready when your next opportunity presents itself.
Yeah, and it's a battle between you and yourself, right?
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
You're opting to use a part of your energy on what can't be undone, right?
Yeah.
but-
What's done is done.
Yes, and I think you're right. Maybe, I don't know what's going to happen. I hope it's not a turning point in that I've been in that seat where I'm up 5-0 or 5-1, and it just comes back. You get stuck, but
Which is going to be tougher to take than any shot that happened throughout that match.
yeah. See, like Adrian trying to get back for the 10.
Yeah.
I feel like then, are you doing too much? You know, I
Yes.
know when I'm down, are you playing too fancy, getting too perfect when maybe you just need to bear down and make the shot?
Yeah, make the shot first. First things first.
Yeah, so it looked like she was trying to, make the 9, spin it around 3 rails and get perfect on the 10, but just get in a vicinity, right? You're
Yeah.
already down, you're kind of feeling a little funky.
Yeah, and I think it's at those points where you play general shape, right? Don't try to get too fancy.
Yep.
If things aren't rolling your way, and Adrian's had some bad rubs in this match for sure. Bad rubs, bad rolls. Laura seemed to get them at the start of the match, but we see that all the time too.
Yes.
It's the ebb and flow of a match, right? One player's going to get them at the start, but hang around, stick around, give yourself a fighting chance.
That's right.
Because that's when that TSN or CSL turning point happens, and then they start to go in your favor.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, Laura made a good cut on the 9. It was one of those shots where if you spin it too much, you might take the cue ball in the side. But then she came up short because she needed to spin it a little bit more.
Yeah.
But this
So
could be her redemption too. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you're at the table here, what are you going to try? Are you going to try the cut, or are you going to try a bank, or are you going to play safe?
Being up, if she really is demoralized from that 10 ball miss, she may be trying to just play safety.
Yeah.
Force Adrian to make the mistake or the
Absolutely.
error.
Yep.
Gain a little bit of confidence from that if the safety's successful. So we'll see. And I'm sorry I'm sitting away. I'm not sitting away from you. I had a sandwich, and I'm feeling like it's lingering in my. So I don't. That's why I'm leaning kind of away from you.
It's all good. So if I can get this soundboard figured out, there is these headphones. We don't actually have to talk, so you can hear yourself supposed to in these. So I'm gonna figure that out.
Yeah. I mean.
So what I might actually do is take the cord from there and use the old one, but I don't want to try that now because I don't want to mess with that I'm up and running.
Well, the power cord's different. So the USB is probably the same. I saw the power.
Oh,
it's
yes,
different.
yes. You are correct.
But
so I'm going to try to figure this thing out.
Okay.
On where to plug those in so that we can hear.
Okay.
Can you hear me and yours?
No.
No? Okay. I got to figure that out.
Okay. I own one of these, the smaller one, so I'm going to see if... But...
There's got to be a way to do it.
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
Con, how are you? It has been a minute. When was the last time I seen you? That was at the NAPT event in Vegas, wasn't it? At Griff's?
September?
Nope. Because last year for Con, I can't remember the last time I saw Con.
Vegas
I think it was in
September.
Griff's. Yeah. Oh, was it in September?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then yeah,
It's
in
almost
September.
a year.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
And I missed who won that. Adrienne won that. Good.
Yeah.
Clawing it back. Keeping in.
Yeah. Yeah, so, let's talk about that a little bit more because now she's playing kind of tight conservative because she's want to let her back in. And then it usually does
usually
different results, right? Than you're
exactly.
expecting.
In this spot, you kind of want to try to still maintain and play loose, right? You still have a 3-game cushion. Your next game gets you on the hill. I'm going to take it one shot at a time and just play loose and play my game.
Regain some of your confidence here.
Yeah, and not try to let what has happened affect what could happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, so... Looked like a 2-way attempt.
I wish Kevin knew exactly what the heck you were talking about, but we don't have a splitter. So what ended up happening this morning is when Ben went, the sound power cord went with him. And so we had to buy a new soundboard that I'm not familiar with. It looks the same, as the one
a
I've
little bit
got.
bigger.
But it's a little bit bigger, and I knew how to work the smaller one, but I don't know how to work this one. Is there a schedule of streamed events being covered by CSL? There is. John, if you go on to our website, www.qsportslive.com, you'll see a schedule of events there for all of the events that we are going to be streaming. There are a few missing off that schedule. You can hear me now. Okay, that's good. That's good. And it'll also let you know if you do want to have Q Sports Live out to stream an event, what dates we have available.
Hi, Stephanie.
Phoenix in February. No, I think Phoenix happened already. I can't remember.
Oh, the RTCs? Is that the, wouldn't it have been the RTCs in Arizona? I think that's it. I think it was February.
Was it in February?
Yeah, something like that. February, March, something like that.
Sacramento. Oh, it was in Sacramento.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah. You know why I thought it was in Griff's? No, it was definitely in Sacramento
Hard
because we were
times.
sitting on the bleachers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For some reason, my mind put those bleachers in Griff's, but Griff's doesn't have those bleachers.
I see.
They have some, but not quite the same as what that is.
I see.
Okay, so we can watch Laura here. She's got the 3-ball bottom right-hand corner. And a nice little pocket weight slide over for the 4-ball into the top left-hand corner. Look out, 10-ball. She hit it good. And so again, same type of thing here, where just concentrate on one shot at a time, make the 4-ball, natural shape, roll up for the 5-ball. I hear you.
Excellent.
I don't know what you did.
No,
I don't know.
I found where this was, so it's right here. This does this.
Perfect. Perfect. Well, that makes it easier.
Hey.
We're back.
Yes.
I love it.
Good.
Not only do you
Ben,
go
I
and
made
get
you
this.
proud. I made you proud this weekend.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Not only did you go and get the soundboard, but now you're operating
Hey.
it. I love it. You're my new technical
Good
advisor.
backup here.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's so much better.
Yes, it really is.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right, so I guess back to the match.
Yes.
Yeah, these these long shelves. Look at how deep that 4-ball is. It really takes away the rail. So
It does.
With the
we actually saw
bridge.
that
I
a
mean,
couple of
that's-
games ago in this very match.
yeah, see, she wasn't able to cue the cue ball like she wanted. I think she wanted to draw that at least 6 inches back.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah. Although she still sits good here. She's got the 5 into that left-hand side pocket. And really, it's pocket weight shot.
Yes.
Really don't have to do a lot with this.
Yes.
You don't want to overdo it.
Right. Good speed.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's when you're down and everything's just extra touchy.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have to be extra steady. You're trying to be extra careful.
And those are the times maybe you take those couple extra
Yes.
practice strokes, right?
Yep, absolutely. Get up if you have to. I mean, those are the times you reset, especially and not force it. These first matches are always. No, this is the second round already, right? So no excuse of first round nerves.
No,
So-
second round. And James, my man, if you can help me out and just keep your comments on the positive side, that'd be great. If you can do that, we'll get along just fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I know I could practice more, but these women, I think 90% of them have full-time jobs.
Of course.
You know,
Well, and
ha-
we're all human.
no,
We
right?
all make
It's
mistakes. We all do shots,
absolutely.
and I mean, uh, the biggest thing to get used to and acclimate to is playing on a stream. Because as much as you're under pressure already playing in a tournament, now you're playing on a stream,
Yep.
and that adds a whole new level
A whole.
of
That's
pressure.
absolutely. You're absolutely right. You're already in your own head,
Oh,
and then
big time. Big time.
right.
And no matter how many times you play on the stream, it still affects you.
Oh yeah, different audience, different environment,
Mm-hmm.
different day because you don't know. Maybe you ate something funny or something. Something happened recently in your life that you're still carrying with you from home.
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody who at work had to purchase some really expensive equipment and working OT and stuff. And then I'm like, do you feel a little guilty for being here? Yeah, a little bit. So leaving home, you do a little poolcationing. Get out of town for a
I
little
like
bit.
that
And
poolcation.
yeah, you never heard that? I use that all the time. Where are you going? Oh, I'm going on a
to end up
poolcation.
stealing that.
You should.
I'm going to. That's kind of going
It's
to
a
be
good
my
one.
new thing.
It is. It's a
Where are you
great,
going? I'm going
great
on a
explanation.
poolcation.
Great explanation. Yes.
It totally is.
So, just get out of town a little bit, leave the stress a little bit for a few days, and then go back and do it again.
Absolutely. And you know what? Some of the ladies are here just for fun, to come out, to support, to play.
That's right.
And if you look at Laura, she is a talented player. She does know what she's doing. She might be feeling a little pressure right now because
Yes.
she's kind of allowed Adrienne to get kind of claw back into the match. But she's one of those players that's at every event.
Yes, she is.
I don't know if I have been to an event that she hasn't been to.
You're probably right. So she bared down there.
Yeah, she got herself on the hill.
That's right. Good. She looks like she's totally recovered.
Refocused.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but look, it took about a rack and a half, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So good on her
Yes.
for that. Why don't we give a shout out to one of our sponsors? Why don't we say hello to Jacoby Custom Cues?
Yes.
Right?
I mean, for as long as I've been playing, I've heard about Jacoby's. So
Well, they're Players' Choice Awards forever. Obviously 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, and again this year.
nice.
So
Congrats.
obviously the home of the Jacoby Black as well, of which we get a deal on those. So if you are in the market for it, hit us up, send us a message, and I can get back to you with what those are. I think somebody sitting beside me might be starting to play
Hey,
with that
well-
little Jacoby Black.
We'll see. I do have a Q sponsor.
Yes.
I'm not going to ruin the stream here. I know how all of that sponsorship works, but I've definitely been curious in general about what's new in the market.
I got you.
So everybody, if you're curious about it, whether it's a Jacoby or my sponsor or anything.
And who is
we're-
your sponsor?
Eddie Cohen. He's out of Southern California.
Okay.
He's been trained by Carmelli and
Oh, wow.
and Kent Davis. Really
So
good
he knows a
stuff.
little
I
something,
met him
something.
in college, and we've been friends ever since. So I don't know if Eddie's on there, but he gave me he just picked me up this year. I have my cue now, and it's pretty phenomenal. It's not just pretty; it hits well too. So that's always a good thing, right?
That's always a plus. You don't want it to be just pretty.
Yeah, but again, going back to the black or anything that's out there, we're in a time in this game. I know the industry, it ebbs and flows, right? But at least equipment-wise, there's so many options, and it'd be a shame for you not to try something that might change the way you play. So if you're thinking of the black or anything else that's out there, we're so lucky to have all these cue options.
Yeah.
How do you pick? How do you...
Well, and I mean, we get asked that obviously a lot on
Mm-hmm.
Q Sports Live. What's the best tip, and what's the best chalk, and what's the best of the best? And the answer to that question is whatever works for you.
Yeah. You're going to find
Right.
the right formula, the
Yeah.
right combination.
Yeah, I
And-
mean, I've got opinions obviously on what
Mm-hmm.
I think are the best. If you're staying in a wood shaft, Bob Danielson,
Yeah.
right? I've test hit a lot of different
Yeah.
things out there. And out of the wood shafts, that's my favorite. Out of the carbon fibers, the Jacoby takes the cake for me.
Yeah.
Right, from the tip size to the Pro Taper. Now, that being said, all of the carbon fibers are going to hit well.
Yes.
Right? All of the wood shafts can hit well.
Yep.
It really is a matter of what are you wanting out of it.
And that's the thing, is what do you want? And part of that is just you have to be a little adventurous. It's not like borrowing a tool.
That's right.
And then returning it after 2 weeks or paying a rental fee on something.
Yeah, it's a commitment.
You buy it and you have to flip it if it's not for you, but you have to be brave enough to just keep experimenting.
Absolutely.
You know? Hi, Veronique. She just won against my sister, so I'm not going to talk to you for like a minute. That's it. I'm just kidding. No,
but
it's
just 1 minute, right? A minute
just
and
a
a
minute.
second, you're
See?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, only
just
1
a minute.
minute.
I just need a minute.
Yeah.
I'm giving her stink eye.
And you know what? I won the bounty.
I know. I saw.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
you did.
That's what
Yes,
they're
you
saying. They're like,
did.
"Hey, we
Now
can
I
play
go
for."
have a dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That means I
So
got
where
to
are
give
you
you
taking me?
$50.
Where are you
I'll
taking
tell you
me?
what.
Where are you taking? I know. Okay. Yeah, you too. Okay.
So, what were we talking about?
Now, just and that's it. Is a lot of players now. I'm sure. I know it's an investment, but you're hitting with something you've just had. Someone I met the other day was like, "Oh, I've had this cue for 25 years."
Wow.
And for me, it's like, unless you try it, you could be denying yourself of something that could.
Absolutely. Yeah, because, and I'll touch on this point. I've said this before, that in pool, I think if you can take advantage of the newer technology, liken that to golf. You look back when they were using hickory shafts and putting club heads on a hickory shaft back in the day with golf clubs. And then it went to metal, and then it went to aluminum, and then the carbon fiber, and all the advent in technology.
Yep.
And look at what it's done for the game.
Yeah. It's
done phenomenal
revolution.
things.
Yeah.
Right? I think pool could be the same way, and I think carbon fiber
agree.
is kind of the first massive step in that direction.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right? But again, that's my opinion.
No, I mean,
Which is worth what everybody's paid for it. Only nothing. It's only my opinion.
Well, yeah. I mean, and everyone's entitled to, right? But I think we're both on the same page in that we want to let these viewers encourage them to, if you really want to up your game, and
Yeah, absolutely.
you've always your limits. You've always missed that thin cut, or you can't seem to cut more than this. You have to push yourself. You have to test yourself, and part of that is also taking the leap with trying something that might play better in your hands.
Yeah.
So,
well,
and
I heard it said
we're lucky
somewhere
to have as
before.
much as we have. So.
I agree, and you can bring that even into your practice sessions where, as I was kind of coming up through the A's and B's and those kind of levels, that I always thought practice makes perfect, and it really doesn't. Effective or perfect practice makes perfect.
Yes.
Right? If you're not being effective in what it is that you're practicing doing,
you're
shouldn't
wasting
do it.
your time.
You're wasting time. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not playing much now, but I have to make sure that when I am, I'm not working overtime at work or something, or like something didn't just recently happen, that I really want to play. Because you go there and you say, yeah, I'm going to play 2 hours every day, but if you're not there mentally or physically or something, you're going to practice bad habits.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
And you don't want that.
No.
No, practice good, practice effective.
Yes.
And that comes from not just throwing balls out and running racks. Put some effort in what you're doing, right?
Hey.
Maybe a couple of different drills and those types of things. So I know when I'm going in to play a tournament, I try to trick my own mind.
Yes.
Right? Because I've come from experience on both sides where prior to a tournament, throw balls out onto a table and start trying to run them out the same as I would in a game. and something's just off. It doesn't feel right, and it sets the tone for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And so
Absolutely.
now, instead of throwing the balls out and trying to run a rack, I give myself, I put all the balls on one side of the table, and I'll take one out, I'll set it out, and I'll pocket a straight in ball. And then I'm going to do it again. And then I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to do it again and again and again and again. And what is going on in my brain is I've just made 15 balls in a row pocketed,
Yes.
right? I haven't missed shape.
Yep.
I haven't missed a ball.
Yep.
And I really, really kind of tricked my mind into going, okay, I'm playing good.
Yeah. It's so that's it though, is that what are you walking into? And I think we're about to witness Laura taking the match.
Indeed, we are.
Yeah. Just recap. She looked really calm and very focused, kind of like settled down again
Yes,
from
she
that.
let it go,
So,
and you could tell instantly
yes.
when she let that go, and everything that had
I'm
happened.
very energy centric.
Yes.
I felt it.
Yeah.
She's very calm. So
Yeah.
good win there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So are we done for the day?
I'm done for the day.
Nice.
But we'll
this is
finish.
like record time for you.
I know, right? But I, you know what? Of all the days that this could be a record-setting short day, this was the day needed.
Nice.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, now you can just chill for the night and come back, because tomorrow is what, a 4 or 5 round day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So-
Tomorrow's going to be a long one.
Good.
Yeah. So I mean, just to kind of finish off on that is and thank you, Warmbra. I simply try to trick my mind into immediately being positive and feeling good.
Who else is going to do it,
Nobody.
right?
Yeah.
I mean,
you got to do it yourself.
And the biggest battles are when you're in a funk in the middle of the match.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
You
That's
can't
the mental
string
battle.
balls together. Nothing's going your way. You know,
Mhm.
I could have easily done that in my last match, but there's some things you can control and some things that you just have to watch happen.
Yes, but don't try to. And here's another good piece of advice that I was given: is don't try to deny your emotions. Yes, I'm going to be mad at myself. I'm going to be
Yes.
mad as hell if I
So you have
miss
to
a straight in
process it.
8-ball easy shot or a straight in 10-ball in this case, and I'm allowed to be mad for the time that it takes me to miss that shot, go down, sit in my chair, and for 10 seconds after, I'm allowed to
Yes.
get mad,
Yeah,
and then it's done.
that's it.
And drop it.
That's it.
Be done with it.
Someone told me, they're like, you just lost, so why aren't you mad?
Yeah,
And I said, what is that going to do for me right now?
absolutely.
I said, I've processed. I remember my mistakes. I've taken my homework down.
Yeah.
And now it's time for me to go back in with a winning spirit, focused, not phasing myself.
Absolutely.
Because then you've already lost.
Yeah, you're done before you start.
Yes.
Yeah.
So important to do. Well, Grant, thanks for letting me join in on
Oh,
your
no, I appreciate it.
stream.
I really, really
I'll
do.
probably bug you again tomorrow.
Done deal. My dear, you are allowed on my stream anytime
Nice.
you choose.
Okay, you guys heard it. So, but we will
yeah,
talk.
can't take it back now.
I would love to just get, if it's a mentorship in the live streaming
Of
part of the
course.
sport.
Of course.
I'm still a student,
Mhm.
and you can never stop learning. And
Yeah.
part
Well,
of it too is
myself
just
too.
observing and watching more. So
Yeah.
and engaging.
We would
the
love to
community.
have you.
So
And I'll tell you, and maybe the viewers here, I don't know, do we have thumbs up
it
capabilities?
is 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know if we have capabilities on YouTube of giving thumbs up, but I'm pretty sure that the viewers that are out there that do tune into Q Sports Live would love to see
Awesome. I
Eleanor
mean,
Collado doing some
thank you.
Q Sports Live
Thank
live
you.
streaming for sure.
Thank you.
They would be very supportive of that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have good pool out there. The Mez tour is out there with Oscar. So it'd be cool to expose that part of the country.
Mm-hmm.
I guess not even the country.
The pool scene
yeah.
within.
Get more exposure, and
Yeah.
then I want to be part of the team. So we'll talk
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
Okay.
Love to have you.
Well, thank you again.
No troubles. Thank you.
I'd love to join you tomorrow. So
Done deal.
enjoy your night off.
I'm going to
Yeah.
try. I got a few little things that I
Okay.
want to work on. I might flip out this camera for that camera and just try to play around a little bit, get the picture quality a little bit
Not
better.
too much work, okay? So
I'll try.
Okay.
I'll try.
Thanks
I
a lot.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. There you go, guys. Eleanor Collado dropping some knowledge bombs on us. So with that being said, we are done for the evening. I will be back tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock. Hopefully, I'll have the internet sorted out and figured out as to why we can't go live with both YouTube and Facebook. I'll try and get the camera issue sorted out so that this picture right here comes in a little bit crisper, a little bit cleaner, and try to get all that sorted out for you for tomorrow morning. That being said, I appreciate everybody tuning in. I know it's kind of a rough day today with all the issues with getting sound and so on and so forth. So thank you for the support as always, guys. I will see you back here tomorrow morning. Be ready, be locked, be loaded to rock and roll for the day. Thanks again on behalf of myself and the rest of the Q Sports Live crew. We appreciate you tuning in. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock. Have a great night, everybody.